One of the most popular singers of our time, Tina Turner always set high goals and went to them without any doubts or compromises. Success came rather late, but what a success! However, a life full of events and changes, which would be enough for more than one biography, was not always so serene. The story of the iconic singer is the long-awaited fame and broken dreams, the rebirth from scratch and happy love in the end, all in the best traditions of American happy endings. Childhood. There was nothing unusual in Anna Mae Bullock's childhood, as the singer's real name sounds, that could portend a great future. In the provincial town of Nutbush, Tennessee, it was common to listen to music on the radio, and the first stage for a girl with a clear and strong voice was the church choir. The family was neither strong nor particularly prosperous. The parents' relationship was far from ideal. They divorced and abandoned their children. Anna and her sister were brought up by their grandmother. After her death, the girls moved to her mother in St. Louis. The big city brought new encounters, hobbies, and premonitions of something extraordinary. The girls attended an ordinary school and were fond of music parties. The city was buzzing with lively evening life, and on her birthday Anna and her sister found themselves at the Manhattan Club, where the kings of rhythm often played rock. The leader of the band came on stage, picked up a guitar and sang. It was Ike Turner, the first serious musician and a real shot in the musical career of the future star. Music. The performance of the musician struck the novice singer with its novelty and expression. Ike was already a star then, and she only dreamed of the stage. Ike reacted skeptically to Anna's offer to sing together, but he promised that she would get the chance soon. No one knows how long we would have to wait for the promise, but Anna's desire to sing was so strong that she took the first favorable opportunity. The hour came at one party. In response to a joking offer from a band musician to sing something for her sister, she simply took the microphone and sang the Bad Kings hits with as much passion as she could muster. Turner couldn't help but appreciate the talent. Anna became the vocalist of the band Rhythm Kings. Ike anticipated success and selflessly created his Galatea-bought shiny dresses and jewelry, furs and concert shoes with stilettos, choosing hairstyles and sent to the dentist, so there were signature elements of style. A white smile, the most beautiful women's legs on stage, tight-fitting clothes, a chic mop of careless hair. The special stage style and the manner of the performances were accepted by the audience, and Little Ann quickly became the soul of the group, the leading soloist, and the favorite of the audience. The group recorded several outstanding hits, and was very popular in the 60s and 70s. The ascent to musical heights began with the theme of A Fool in Love. The singer did not come to the recording and the single was recorded by chance. In a short time it became a hit in America and brought the first wide popularity. Then there was It's Gonna Work Out Fine, I Idolize You, and a cover of Proud Mary, for which Tina Turner won her first Grammy. In 1962, Anna and Ike decided to get married, and so Tina Turner appeared on stage. Little Ike's favorite character was the Jungle Queen Sheena, and she turned into Tina, who became his own queen and savage from the fairy tale. The stage name from his childhood remained throughout his life and brought him enormous popularity. The ambitious Turner left the band. Tina was to become the lead singer and star in a new team. The Ike and Tina Turner revue quickly gained popularity and went on tour. The creative duo was gaining momentum, with vocals and backing vocals featuring intricate performances, a dance rhythm that seemed to limp slightly, and original electronic effects that many famous musicians borrowed. Ike was a tough manager. The musicians often changed, but Tina always remained a faithful partner in life and creativity. She had to work around the clock to earn good money. Revue toured with a demanding schedule, but dreams of a star hit did not come true until Phil Spector appeared on the horizon with a project for Tina, River Deep Mountain Height. The single hit a respectable third place in the British charts, and the fashionable British Rolling Stones invited the Turner pair to participate in their world tour. During the tour, there was a famous meeting with a fortune teller, who predicted great fame and bright prospects for Tina. It was then that the singer finally believed in her strength and decided to leave the group. The harsh style of Ike's band turned into a tyranny. The musicians left the band more and more often, and the popularity of the band was on the decline. Constant drugs and uncontrolled spending, scandals and beatings from her husband became unbearable, and Tina Turner, on a July day in 1976, goes nowhere with a few cents in her pocket. Having paid all the fines for failed contracts and failed shows, she relies only on her own strength and talent. Solo career. Tina began her career as a solo artist in 1978, after a divorce settlement. She presented the albums Rough and Love Explosion, which were not commercially successful. In the absence of a notable musical career, she often toured with European performers, and her first success came in the Old World. In 1983, the single Let's Stay Together became a real hit in Britain and then in Europe. The turnaround came after a meeting at the Grand Hollywood Nights with the future personal manager, Roger Davis. He convinced Tina to perform rock and roll and created an example of the most commercially successful project in the history of the music industry. The peak of fortune and recognition came after meeting David Bowie, who arrived at the show at the Ritz Hotel with a representative from Capitol Records. A couple of days later, Turner was in London recording his new songs, 1984 and Let's Stay Together, which overnight turned her into a real star. Symbolic was the single I Will Live, a story of life and personal triumph reflected in the song. The unsurpassed hit Simply the Best became a demonstration of the singer's very essence, wherein the expressive video against the background of burning floodlights, her close-up in dynamic angles, is replaced by the picture of galloping black horses, causing complex associations in the viewer. Interest in the singer in the US came later. The album Private Dancer was released here in 11 million copies. It marked stellar recognition. Personal life. After becoming the vocalist of the band The Rock Kings, Tina had an affair with the saxophonist Raymond Hill, which ended with the birth of her son Craig and had no continuation. But the creative duo of Ike Turner and Anna Mae grew into something more. Anna loved and tried to support her beloved, not guessing about the dark sides of his character and life. In 1962 they married, and the first years they were united by creativity, hard work and raising children. Tina had time in her busy performance schedule to raise her 4 sons, Ike and Michael from Turner's previous marriage, Craig, and the couple's joint child Ronald. Over time, Ike's passion for drugs and violent temper, tyranny at work and beatings at home led the couple to an inevitable divorce. The bruises and beatings became increasingly difficult to hide from those around them, Ike deliberately beating so that those around him could see and know of his power. Tina's determined departure on her own penniless voyage in 1976 ended in an official divorce in 1978. Meeting producer Erwin Bach came much later, at a party in London. He was only 30, 3 years older than Tina's eldest son, and she was 46. In the mid-80s, the singer moved to Europe, living in London, Cologne, Nice. In 1993, after a long relationship, the couple legalized their relationship, settling permanently in Switzerland, where Tina formalized her citizenship. This freed her from legal and tax obligations for conducting concert activities in America. A private wedding ceremony in the town of Kusnacht, Canton of Zurich, was held without reporters and strangers, according to the Buddhist ritual to which Tina has been a follower since the 1970s. The guests wore white. The bride's dress was sewn by Armani. Her closest family and friends were present, including Eros Ramazzotti, David Bowie, and Oprah Winfrey. Tina Turner now. Today the singer lives peacefully and quietly in a family circle, trying to help people. The local authorities have deliberately closed off a part of Lake Zurich in order to close Turner's property from prying eyes. She performs occasionally, but does not intend to continue recording songs. The life story of the iconic singer will form the basis of the musical Tina. The musical was presented in London in 2016, directed by the famous Phyllida Lloyd, the creator of the famous and beloved musical Mamma Mia. Tina enjoys watching the captivating retelling of her life, selecting iconic hits the main driving force and inspiration behind the production. The production is scheduled to premiere in 2018 for the singer's anniversary and will take place in London. Today the legendary American singer and actress Tina Turner died at age 84 after a long illness.